no place like the Cube. Family, it's your favorite queer radio personality, Anna Deshawn, and this is Queer News, your favorite weekly news pod where race and sexuality meet politics, culture, and entertainment.
The LGBTQIA community is under attack right now, and as an ally, I truly believe that no one is free until we're all free. So I ride for this community, I will die for this community, and so to be here is to let everyone know that regardless of what the circumstances are outside of this venue, they have my support and I will fight for them.
Yes, that right there, that was Natasha Rothwell, actress and writer on the red carpet of the GLAAD Honors that took place this past week in LA. And family, one day, I'm going to get an invitation to attend too, okay? We're going to speak that, okay? But let me be clear, family. I didn't think I could love her anymore. And then she said all of this. For me, it started with Insecure with Natasha, okay? And then she did How to Die Alone. And that right there just cemented my appreciation, okay? Thank you, Natasha. Thank you, sis. You are the type of comrades that we need out here, okay? Also, family, I love how y'all been dropping me these queer news tips, okay? My inbox has been on fire. The voicemail line has been hot. Keep sending them in. I love reporting on the organizations and the events and the movies that are happening that aren't getting enough media attention. That's what this platform is for, okay? So if you got a story that you think more people should know about, drop us a queer news tip. Info on how to submit is in the show notes. And QCrew, thank you. Thank you for your continued financial support of this podcast. Your donations make it so that I can pay Ryan, our amazing editor, to continue doing this work, okay? It wouldn't happen without you. So thank you. And family, if you're listening to this podcast and you believe in the work we do, if you believe LGBTQ stories need to be amplified, and if you love and respect how I report on the news and tell our stories, please consider joining the QCrew. It starts as low as $5 a month. And a link is where? Come on now, in the show notes. Now for the news. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility, TDOV, okay? Now today is all about celebrating our trans fam. And in that spirit, this episode is unlike anything you've ever heard on the feed. Honestly, it's unlike anything I've ever produced. It was midweek, I promise. It was midweek, and it hit me that I should do something different for TDOV, you know? So I decided to invite our trans siblings to take over this episode with a word of inspiration, maybe a word of hope, to share their rage, their frustration. I invited them to share a person or a place or an organization where trans folks are fully seen. I just want an episode to provide visibility of our trans siblings out here in the world. And family, you know what you did? Do you know what you did? Just showed up, okay? The TikTok took off. The IG reel got shared. And I'm just so proud to say we have 19 messages to share with you today. 19. I hope they touch you the way they touched me. This is an incredibly special episode, and I genuinely hope you enjoy it. I genuinely hope it gives you some joy. Truly, I genuinely hope you hear about a resource, an organization, a book that you never heard about before, that you need to get yourself, or that you're going to share with somebody else. And I say all that to say, don't keep this episode to yourself. Share it with somebody who needs to hear it, okay? We need each other. And this episode, when you hear it, I hope you hear the community, and I hope you hear the word love as many times as I did when I listened to these voicemails. Love is the most popular word throughout this entire episode. Love. And you already know, family, if you listen to this podcast, you know Anna's always got a word. And my word for today is just that. It is love. And remembering that we all we got, okay? This platform is ours, and it really feels like it today. Truly. I love y'all, okay? And I really hope you enjoy this love letter to our trans siblings right after this break.
Hi, I'm Kimano, director of a new documentary, Quba. That is with a Q because it's a human rights story of Cuba that achieved marriage equality in 2022 through popular vote. Quba, a revolutionary story of love and equality, has its world premiere April 5th, QUAD Cinema, Havana Film Festival, New York City. This isn't just history, it's a vibrant human saga of activists who refuse to be silenced. Through pulsing music, bold theater, and fearless organizing, these everyday heroes transformed a nation's understanding of love and dignity. Their decades-long struggle shows that even within a communist system, the fight for LGBTQ rights can prevail. In this Caribbean nation known for revolution comes an unexpected triumph of the heart. This isn't politics, it's personal. It isn't rhetoric, it's real lives. Don't miss the groundbreaking film critics are calling essential viewing. New York City, April 5th, 5 p.m., QUAD Cinema. Florida, April 14th and 17th, the Florida Film Festival, Winter Park. More screenings announced on www.cubafilm.com. Contact Kim at wildprojects.org. Witness the revolution of love that's changing hearts across borders.
If you're hearing this, it means we didn't sell this ad space. If you're hearing this, it means running ads on our podcast actually can work. You see what I did there? You see this real life example? You got an event, do you have an organization, do you got something you need to get the word out about? We got rates starting as low as $100. Check the link in our show notes for more information.
My name is Jake Whittick. I am the managing editor of Windy City Times, which is Chicago's legacy LGBTQ plus newspaper since 1985. And this is a really exciting time to be part of the Windy City Times team because we're turning 40 this year and the paper's really primed to undergo a renaissance. And that's because we've been leveling up our newsletter game. And what's really exciting is BLACKlines, which Anna is the writer for. And BLACKlines is a publication that covered Chicago's Black queer community in the 90s and early 2000s. We've brought it back. So the newsletter shares current events, current news, features, everything affecting Black queer people, but also dives into the archives. So it's a really fun past meets present, and it's lifting up voices that are often underrepresented in news.
Jake, I am so excited to be part of reviving BLACKlines. Family, if you want to subscribe, a link is in the show notes.
What up, y'all? My name is Carter. I am 29 years old this month, and I am a non-binary trans-masculine person residing in Chicago, Illinois. I'm so lucky to be a part of E3 Radio, not only to work alongside Anna, but to see how Anna and the station is constantly growing and changing and evolving and reaching new heights. Anna, thank you so much for creating a space for trans people all around the world to be able to talk to you and to each other, right, through this medium. If I had to use one word to describe how I'm feeling, I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. I am tired of constantly hearing horrible things happening to my community. I'm tired of stupid laws and legislations going way further than they should. I'm tired of having to be resilient. Y'all use resiliency like it's a compliment, when in reality, if I'm not resilient, I'm dead, right? I am hoping and praying that this year brings so much love and joy and abundance to my community. And I hope that we all hold each other right now when times are hard. And I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everybody trans, and I'm rooting for everybody Black, always. Thank you so much, and take care, y'all.
My name is Dane Kaysen. I'm 29 years old. I go by he, him. I live in the beautiful state of Rhode Island, the smallest state, but a lot of hope here, as is our slogan. I just want to say, never be afraid to lose family, to lose friends, and even to lose yourself sometimes. It took me over 20 years to finally live my truth. And in losing my family and everyone else, I found myself, I found new friends, new family I've chosen. We are all in this together. You have so many trans siblings and other friends to find. Never ever stop discovering yourself and living your life for yourself. Hold on to hope because change is going to come.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name's Awolelewa Mulani Jackson, but you can call me Manola. My pronouns are she, her, Palopa. I am originally from Detroit, Michigan, currently residing in Chicago, Illinois, the Council of the Three Fires, also known as Peoria Land. Today, I'd like to talk about trans visibility and how we are maneuvering through this time, right? First off, trans visibility isn't just about being seen. It's about being known, valued, and protected. Visibility without safety is a setup. Visibility without liberation is a trap. And yet we continue to show up, not because the world deserves us, but because we deserve each other. We are not just symbols, nor just headlines, not just statistics. We are builders of worlds, protectors of one another, and dreamers of the futures beyond the system imagination. We carry a legacy of resilience, of defiance, of love that refuses to be dimmed. Today we celebrate ourselves and one another. But let's be clear, we do not owe this world our visibility. If they want to see us, they need to fight for us. They need to protect us, and they need to move out the way when we demand more than survival, when we demand joy, power, and the full freedom to exist in our own terms. For those of us who are here, for those of us who can't be here, for those of us who will come after, we are undeniable. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, y'all.
Hello, my name is Kligo Kai. I'm from Kaligo's Corner on TikTok. I'd like to share an excerpt of a poem with you that speaks to our existence pretty much being nullified by the president and just how we can get through that, and it's together. So here's the poem. Sunflowers in the Dark. You are one of the sunflowers in the dark. Times are bleak and night seems to have a forever part. But we sunflowers above it all still stand. We dance all night to the beat of our own band. Standing tall is not easy, and sometimes the pain makes us queasy. But together we are strong and the sun will come. Don't listen that keeping the faith is dumb. Grab a hand if the hate gets too much. There's healing when we join and our souls touch. So that's my poem, or at least an excerpt of it. And then I also wanted to speak to you. So I know someone who is organizing a march to DC. It is Bring Pride to DC, scheduled for July 4th. If you could go to one of the organizers' page, their name on TikTok is It's Alice BBG3. So if you check her out, you'll hear more about this trans protest to DC.
Hello, this is Shannon Lynn Parker, she, her pronouns, CEO of Brave Space Alliance. Your existence is revolutionary. You are rewriting the narrative, showing the world what it means to live authentically. We are building a future where every trans person can live without fear in the light of love and acceptance. But yet and still, it's exhausting to still fight for the basics, respect, safety, and equity when we should be celebrated for who we are. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, everyone. Remember, you are visible 365 days of the year. And I'm Shannon Lynn Parker.
My name is Pigeon. I use pronouns he, they, zer, she. We are people who actually know who we are. If you are ever questioning if you are trans enough, queer enough, just know that you are. We are the few people in our society that actually take sometimes years to look deeply within ourselves to know who we truly are. And we may be the only people in society that truly understand what our true self is. So don't ever question who you are, because you are beautiful and you are exactly who you say you are. And no one can take that from you. I want to also mention that I work for a organization, Cannabis Equity Illinois Coalition. I lost my trans charity earlier this year, and they have given me the opportunity to start a mutual aid fund to give away free clothes, chest binders, hygiene products, help with bus cards, and other things. So please reach out to Cannabis Equity Illinois or Canna Equity Illinois on Instagram. Fill out our form to get some help.
Hi, my name is Leigh Flowers, from the 409, she, her pronouns, trans woman. People will always try to dim your light, no matter what. And I think it's mostly because, honestly, people are afraid to see people happy and free. So just keep on going. The more hate that you receive around people, when you know damn good and well that you're doing well, and you're striving and you're just living your most authentic self, just know you're doing well. And it took me a long time to learn that. Don't know if this is appropriate for me to share, but having to go through sex work and everything else because I was denied job opportunities and building myself up from a self-esteem that was lower than anyone. I've learned through that there is hope. So keep on pushing. Ignore the haters. Stay being your baddie self. Stay serving. Hopefully this message helps someone. But I just know that no matter what, we're gonna get through this, dog.
Hey everyone, it's John, also known as Dr. John Paul, author, professor, educator, and writer and host of the Black Fat Femme podcast. I definitely wanted to take a quick moment to shout out all my trans siblings and to let you know how extremely proud of you I am, how loved you are, and how much you continue to inspire me to be my authentic self. You know, I constantly think about this concept of visibility and personal power, and this idea that when folks show up as their authentic selves, how so much of that is rooted in it's so powerful and it's something that I'm constantly in awe of. And so I specifically just want to say I love you, I thank you, I appreciate you, and know that your impact does not go unnoticed. I really hope you know how loved you are and how needed and how important you are to this world. And I hope you recognize that I, as many others, will continue to celebrate you not only today, but always. Love you all.
Hello, my name is Ruti. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm in the Rogers Park neighborhood. I am a trans clinician. I'm a therapist. I work with other trans and queer folks, and I also have a trans and queer community that I rely on. And something I really wanted to share is that right now for us trans folks, things are very scary. Things are very up in the air. We don't really know what the next few months or even year will look like, right? And that is a terrifying thing to have to just live with on a daily basis, right? And so I want to just be here to validate that our nervous systems, our emotional regulation capacities are shot, right? It is so fine to be messy right now, to not feel like you have your things together, to feel lost, right? To feel rage, to feel angry, to feel like everything just doesn't feel normal or real, because that is so exactly the case, right? None of this is actually good to live through, right? We're all dealing with collective grief. And so I want to just leave with, listening to our bodies, knowing when our bodies need us to take breaks, knowing when our bodies need us to cathart and release emotion and rely on our community and people that we love. That's how we're going to get through this, is just honoring what we feel with compassion and grace. And so thank you so much, everyone. Sending love to all.
Hi, my name is K. Kenneth Davis. I am the CEO and founder of the Trans Capitalist LLC, where I am a financial literacy consultant to the queer community, and especially for trans people of color. I am transgender myself, and I want to say for my community, it is time to fight back and hit this administration in their pockets. And me being a financial literacy consultant, I know exactly how to do so, but also more importantly, I'm going to teach you how to get your money right. Remember, being who you are is the greatest asset you can ever have. You stand out, we are different, and we will always be here. We ain't going nowhere, and it's time to use our differences and our complexities as a superpower. We are able to accomplish and achieve anything that we want to. Mind you, I shot my credit score to hell twice. I almost been evicted, and I've been broke as hell, but I made it back even greater than I was before. And I want to let you know, for a trans person of color, you can do the same too.
Greetings, all. I'm Leah Madeira, pronouns he, him, and today I am in Portugal. I'm an author, yoga instructor, and the founder of Wholesome Healing. And life taught me early on that we won't get anywhere meaningful by playing into other people's perception of who we should be. And I'm the kind of person that walked through fire yet somehow still found something to laugh about. And that was usually myself. But it didn't break me. It actually forced me to be more authentic and to see exactly what I deserve out of life. And I deserve abundance. I deserve peace, real love, the kind of love that shows up, that supports and challenges. And honestly, so do you. So stop settling and pretending otherwise, because life is too short to settle for anything less than what makes you truly happy. And my happy is helping others step into that truth. And it's not always comfortable to get there, but it is a part of the messy beauty of being fully alive. And that's who I am. And that's how I show up in the world.
Hi, I'm Remy, she, they. I'm from Central Illinois. On this Transgender Day of Visibility, I think we should keep in mind that transgender people have always existed, and we will always exist. There is so much more to life than passing, like good friends, good food, and good art. To my trans siblings, I love you all, and the world is brighter with you in it. To our cis allies, keep fighting the good fight. Hug a trans person if you can, let them know you're loved, and do your best to give them an open ear and an open heart. We'll all get through this together.
Hi, I am Crystal Aphrodite. I'm a trans woman. I'm 31 years of age. I am an activist and an advocate. I am located in Virginia, but I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. And what I want the people to know, my black cis het or my black cis women and men to both know that trans people are humans. We are visible. We are in your job. We are in your schools. We are not here to erase the man or the woman. We simply want to be treated as equal. And in order for us to have equality and for us to both be treated and have respect, we have to build community within community.
Hello and what's up? My name is Lex. I am a non-binary person reporting in from Philadelphia. 2 years post-op top surgery and 4 years on HRT. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. If you're hearing this on that day, I would like to just take a second to shout out our community, but especially trans people who are coming into themselves and they are what we think is later on in life. I started my transition at 27 years old, and by internet standards, you should have everything figured out by then. And nah, I am 31 now and still figuring everything out. And secondly, I would like to give a big, huge shout out to trans women, but especially Black trans women who have not stopped fighting yet, fighting for themselves and fighting for the rest of us. They, unlike some of our politicians, have not been silent since the verdict we received in November. And shout out to them for keeping the fight.
My name is Marin. My pronouns are she, her. I'm from Coastal Alabama, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Octopi Walsh. I find it absurd that people say kids are only queer because they've been indoctrinated to be so. I was homeschooled and incredibly sheltered in fundamentalist Christianity. I knew I was not a guy when I was 6 years old. I spent the next 25 years deep in confusion and self-loathing, not knowing that transitioning was possible. I wasn't indoctrinated into being trans. I was indoctrinated to hate myself for being trans, and it took me forever to figure out what I was feeling because I was protected, quote unquote, from who I really was.
Hello, family. This is Ash. My pronouns are he, they, and I'm based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Just want to give a shout out to Las Vegas, or as I like to really call it, Trans City. There's a lot of us out there, and I'm grateful to have been part of founding a phenomenal community of us, being a queer, transgender individual called the Campfire Open Mic. It happens every first Friday downtown in the Arts District at First Friday. And it's an inclusive, equitable, safe space that's been running. I've been running it since back in 2016. And our community just keeps growing and the love keeps growing. And you can come join us, be part of it in the safe way. Our only rules are no cussing, so it means you got to be creative, and no hate speech, because like I've said from the very beginning, hate may have a platform everywhere else, but it will never have one with us. So if you feel like joining and sharing, you get 5 minutes on the mic, and you can follow us at Instagram and Facebook at The Campfire LV. Hope to see y'all there, and I love y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
My name is Nix. My pronouns are they, them. I live in Alaska. It's getting scarier by the day. The one thing that really keeps me going is I truly live now since I came out. I truly live now that I transitioned. And no matter what they do to me, they cannot change the fact that I truly lived, and they probably don't. I am proud of who I am. I am proud of where I come from. I am proud of the way I have lived my life. And there is nothing or no one that can take that from me. People like us matter. People like us are important. People who can stand up and be different in the face of tyranny are significantly more important than the people who can follow orders and unquestioningly obey. We deserve help. We need help. We need a way to get to safe spaces. We need people to donate to our mutual fund campaign so that we can move into sanctuary cities and states. We need people to put their money where their mouth is so that we can be safer.
Hi, Anna Deshawn. My name is Mahogany Brewington. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a woman of trans experience. And I just want to come on here and spread a little love. I just want to say to my trans siblings this. The political climate is nothing that we are uniquely indifferent to. We have been here before. We have weathered the storm. We will continue to weather the storm. I do feel that we need to love on one another more. I think that we have to show up and support each other more than what we do. I think that we need to start holding, individuals accountable for things that we know aren't right. But most of all, I truly believe that the one thing that is always going to win is love. Nothing but love is going to win this fight. And that's the love of your brother or your sister. It is all right to be upset right now. It is all right to be scared. It's all right to, feel like this is the unknown. But trust me, you guys, we will get through this. We will be victorious, honey. But anyway, Anna Deshawn, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on and say something that, could possibly, help my trans siblings along. I want to thank the LGBTQ community and let y'all know I send you all much love, blessings, and prosperity.
Hey there, beautiful people. It's Tre'vell Anderson. I use they, them pronouns, authoress, journalist, all of the things, okay? I'm gonna first speak to my fellow trans siblings. I just want y'all to take a breather with me. Okay, breathe in deep. We got this. Find your community, know your history, learn the ways that we have survived and made a way out of no way before times like these, because that's how we will get through this time in particular. And now, for all of the non trans folks who are listening, it is beyond time for you to do something, to throw your hat in the ring, beloved. Okay? I don't know what that looks like for you. Maybe it's showing up to a protest. Okay? Maybe it's donating to the Trans Journalists Association. Maybe it's buying books by and about trans people. I'll do a little special plug for my own. It's called We See Each Other, a Black trans journey through TV and film. Maybe you should be calling your congressperson and tell him to cut out all that foolishness. Okay? I don't know what you do, but do something this TDOV. Okay? Amen.
If you've enjoyed what you heard, rate and review us inside your favorite podcasting app. This podcast is written and produced by me, Anna Deshawn. Podcast editing by Ryan Woodhall. And brought to you by E3 Radio and distributed on The Cube. We are Queer News Done Right.